this is Justin Wright, Mediterranean Gardening and Outdoor Living Magazine. Back to the video blogs. We're out on location at the moment and we're going to be going around different parts of Spain and Portugal and talk about different faunas, different trees, different shrubs, different plants, to see how it looks. And then we'll be focused that on the magazine over the summer. Now at the moment now we're in a place what you call a montado, which basically is a cork oak forest. Now if you pan round over here, you'll just see here this kind of almost like a Lord of the Rings sort of picture with these sort of gnarled trees, specimens with almost like arms stretching out across the forest. They're quite eerie but absolutely also quite wonderful. Now here we have this is what this cork that gets stripped generally from the month of May onwards. Normally the first full moon of the month they actually strip the cork down by people called cortadores, and these are the Portuguese agricultural farmers. It's a skilled trade. No machine's actually done to strip this down. They use a type of a picket axe, and when they chip into the cork they know from the resonance and the sound of how far the axe has gone, how far they should penetrate to get the cork. It's a very skilled profession, and they take off slabs probably about the size of a whole door, and it kind of peels like an orange. It's a fascinating thing. We're going to try and get some movie shots of that. So this particular one behind me, the average lifespan of a cork tree would be something around about 80 years, and they're all fully protected. So even if they die from disease or any particular reason, they can't be taken down, just cut down. They're protected, dead or alive. Now, an average lifespan would be about 80 years, and in that time, that will produce, just think about this, 65,000 corks. That's unbelievable, the amount. So you can just see around this montado here, there's over 1 million corks just from this area we're in. So, and it's such a fantastic, sustainable and biodiverse tree that actually it just does everything. It's not only absorbs all the water and prevents erosion, the acorns here, actually they'll produce feed for cattle and pigs. They've got to provide shade, and there's a whole fauna of wildlife. Even you'll find in the perhaps the dead ones, you'll find that owls will actually roost in them. So everything about them was wonderful. Now this particular specimen, I can't tell you how old it is. It could be 100 years old. But just something to let you know here, this number here, 7, it tells you the last time it was stripped of cork. So generally it's about every 8, 9, 10 years. Further up here, if we just come along here, you'll see number 3. And you can see there the difference in thickness. I don't know if you have to come in a bit closer here. So obviously that was done in 2013, and this would have been 2007. So probably in another 2 to 3 years, this would also be cut out as well. So fantastic. If we just walk over here quickly, you'll see this is a juvenile one. Now obviously it takes about 25 years before you can actually strip the cork itself, 25 years time. So that's probably only about 7 or 8 years before you can harvest anything. And the first cork section taken out is almost like they call the virgin cork. It's normally used for flooring and products. It's not revered as the best thing to use for using in wine. It might take 3 different cuttings. So imagine then you're looking at about 40 years before you can actually produce for the wine. Just coming through here now, look at the shapes we've got. So this here, number 8, that would have been 2008. 5, we'll be talking about 5, 6 years, 7 years ago. So that's obviously going to be wait for some time. But see the beautiful shape it takes on. What we're going to do we're doing a part 2 of cork, because there's so much to talk about it. We'll talk about specific stripping on the next vlog. So there you go.